YouTube video, boom. It's gonna be an easy one. It's gonna just record this shit in my room. It's easy to film, hopefully. I'm trying to make it short. I don't know where to look. Am I looking here? Am I looking here? That's weird. I'm gonna look here. Just so I can make it less. And I can, like, just chat shit. Okay. This is gonna be me chatting about my whole fucking... How did I get into bodybuilding? I don't know. I'll go over the whole journey and shit. Maybe. I don't know. I wanna make sure I don't make this too cringe. Or, like, depressing. Which is difficult because it's late at night and, you know... That's the time. That's when you want to cry and die, that's probably the time. Probably, like, nighttime. So, always been doing sports. Always. All the time. I was doing gymnastics. So, I've done gymnastics. I've done rock climbing. I've done Muay Thai. Not for long, though. I didn't do Muay Thai for long, but I did it when I was older. So, it was nice. It was cool. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Trampolining. I'm trying to think everything that I've done in clubs, bro. I've just been doing shit all the time. All the time. Always been in sports, like, since I was young. So, like, the gymnastics shit was probably, like, 9. Rock climbing was cool. I always got told I had potential. Every single time. But, you know, that might be them just chatting rubbish. So that I keep going, because then they get the money. So, you never know. But I always got told, yeah, he could compete. The ones where I had the most amount of, like, I could do something was probably gymnastics. Rock climbing, I almost competed. I was gonna compete, but then I think I pulled out. And Muay Thai. If I, like, trained for, like, an extra 3 months, I could do some tournament, like, not tournament, what was it? Like a meet between clubs or some shit. I don't know. They're like, yeah, you could do it. And I was like, oh, sick. And I never did it. So yeah, I've always been doing sports. So, and then at one point, I was doing gym. So before this, we're going to track back. So that was what I've been doing. I've always been in sports. I've always been sporty. I've always been all that type of stuff. But it got to a point, so I think I got taken the piss out of at school a lot when I was younger. So I started hitting gym. And by hitting gym, I had, like, a 5 kilo, like, dumbbell. You know the ones full of, like, sand and shit, like the plastic ones. I had that at home, and I was doing, like, hit circuit routines in my room. And we're talking, was this, like, year 8? Probably. Yeah, like year 8 or something. And then I got a growth spurt. I think I hit puberty or something. And I went from, like, 5 foot to 5'5", which, back in, like, year 8, shit, man, you're tall. You're tall as fuck. So, I got taller. People started taking the piss a little bit less, I think. And then that's probably, like, year 9 is probably, year 8, year 9 is when I was like, okay, am I going to be a bodybuilder? Is that going to be my sport? Or am I going to be a fighter? Am I going to do, like, fucking MMA or Muay Thai or something like that? I was doing Muay Thai at the time. I never got to do MMA, but I think I would have swapped just because I prefer MMA. Just, like, way more than Muay Thai. Especially because, like, ground game. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I never got that far when it came to the fighting scene, so that kind of sucks because it would have been fun. I would have enjoyed that. So I was like, okay, if I want to be really good at something, you don't want to do both. Like, these sports just aren't compatible. You can't be on stage like Mr. Olympia and fucking world champ. Like, it's not gonna happen. So I was like, I'll pick one. Bodybuilding should look better, because it's like with bodybuilding, anyone can fight. You just train a lot. Is my mindset. Don't fucking at me at this. I was thinking anyone can fight. Anyone can fight. You know, like, you just train and you can get good, and you develop, you know, footwork skill, all that type of stuff. Anyway, power. But bodybuilding is, like, one of the sports in the world where you could be doing everything right, and God's just like, nah, you're not doing this. It's not happening. Your genetics are just, you get me. Like, you can compete, but you can never, like, be a, you know. And I was looking, I was like, if I'd just been given these genetics, because I got told by people all the time, because I was like 13, 14 hitting gym, and they're like, yeah, bro, you can compete, you can win. Like, you got, you know, you could really, and I was like, oh, fuck. But, like, I got told it more with bodybuilding than I got told it with, like, the other sports, I'd say. Actually, no, gymnastics was crazy. They wanted me, they were going to put me on some crazy team or some shit. I think I was on the team, I just never, whatever. Anyway, and then I was thinking, for the money and the fact that I don't really want to get hit in the head, like, thousands of times, because your brain cells kind of die in it. And I saw shit about, like, bro, you can just get killed in a ring. GG, good game. You can do everything right and you just die. Yeah, and also for longevity, like, being able to be around here for longer, you know, and actually enjoy what I have. Like, imagine you're Conor McGregor, and then last round, you just get hit with something perfectly, and you just die. It's a bit peak, no? So yeah, I was kind of just like, yeah, for longevity, health, all that type of stuff, and also don't really want, like, imagine family members just seeing you get pieced off. It's long. It's like, I'll do bodybuilding. And that's when I started locking in a little bit. Training was still shit. Training's only started getting good and, like, being proper like training and not just, oh, I'm gonna go gym because I like going gym, like probably 17, like halfway through 17 or something. But yeah, so I picked bodybuilder. And then after that point, it was just bodybuilder. I started going to the gym late 14. I think it was in about October, maybe, some like leisure center. And that was when I got my first gym membership where I stayed consistent. That first year when I was 14 to 15, late 14 to early 15, I did not miss a training session, I think for like a year straight. I didn't miss like a training session. Like and I used to skip rest days every now and again. And I was training about 6 times a week. I was doing upper, lower, rest. Upper, lower. Yeah, it was stupid. I was doing like 3-hour sessions, 4-hour sessions. But I just enjoyed it. I think I just felt good. Felt like I was doing something. Felt like I was doing something useful. You know? And it was like getting rid of boredom. And it was challenging. And I was growing. I was doing dumb stuff. Like that is not an efficient way to train. But I was growing. And I could just see that. I'm just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, what the hell? So I just kept doing it. Obviously, I wasn't like tracking calories. I only started tracking calories, I think I just started tracking calories. I was tracking protein like barely, but I just started tracking calories like 17. Yeah. And then I've been tracking calories, well, not even, like late 17. So I've been tracking calories probably for like the last like 9-10 months maybe. Before that, I was just messing about, bro. I'm gonna be so honest. Now I'm 18 and I'm trying to track calories properly because, bro, if I want to compete and I'm doing cuts and bulks and all that type of stuff. Yeah, so 14, I did train at home before that, so technically 13. 13, 14 was gym, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I've just been training for like probably at least 4 years now. And consistently, I've never taken more than like, from that 14 period onwards, I have not taken more than like 2 weeks off ever. I taken 1 week off, I remember. I was peak cut and I needed a week off just to get rid of fatigue, which isn't great. That means I was doing something wrong. But that's the most I've ever taken off, ever. Usually I won't. And yeah. So, it's been training. Always training. That's a nice car. Always been training, basically. Now, it's like I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, maybe I can do something with this. You know, like, if you look at my Instagram and stuff, you know I've dabbled in, like, the modeling-y type of stuff. Dabbled in modeling. I'm intrigued in acting just because, like, bro, acting money's crazy. But let's be honest, probably not for me because I'm not passionate about it. Don't care, really. Like, I feel like I could be okay at acting, maybe, but you can't just be an actor. Like, it's a process. The same with anything else. And it's like, am I gonna go through that whole process? I don't know. And then I'm looking at modeling agencies and I look at the contracts and I'm like, whoa, no thank you, actually, because they're crazy. However, bodybuilding competitions is also interesting because if I'm doing a sport, I want it to be, and it's like my sport. This is my sport. This is my main sport. I'm a bodybuilder. I class myself as someone that does bodybuilding. That's my main thing. I want to take it to the max. Like I wanna win. I wanna have medals. I wanna have stuff to show. Oh yeah, I'm a bodybuilder. This is what I have. Do you kind of get what I mean? Because imagine you say you do a certain sport, but you got nothing to show. That's me. I've had 4 years of training, bodybuilding, but I have nothing to show for it. There's nothing. What is there? My physique. Nice. Okay, that's cool. No one cares. No one cares, bro. Because anyone can have a good physique. People can get my physique in 2 years. If someone trains from 19 to 20, they can have my physique. And I genuinely believe that. It just depends on the genetics. And obviously if you train hard, whatever. So I want to have something there. And I know I can hack it. Mentally. Because here's the thing. Everyone can be big. It's not hard. It's really not hard. Take some trend. Oh, even easier. Like, I think everyone, depends on genetics, obviously, but a lot of people can be big. They can have muscle, whatever. But being big and then also having the mentality to be able to stick to a diet to the point where you're, like, starving and almost dying. I've got 7% body fat. Bro, probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. If I'm going to be very real. And you might look at this and you've never dieted before. Or, like, you have dieted and you dieted to, like, 12%. And you're like, oh, well, it wasn't that hard. Bro, I was doing peak cut. I was probably, like, I was eating 1.2 thousand calories on a rest day. No, on a rest day. And then 1.3 calories on a gym day, right? 2 hours cardio every morning, guaranteed on the bike. And then an extra 55 minutes, 4 times a week, Stairmaster, after my gym sessions. And I was training 5 times a week. Bro, I thought I was gonna die. Because naturally sucks. If you've never been there, you don't know what it's like. And then even me, where I've been there and I've gotten to 7%, which, by the way, is not lean enough for stage. On stage, I want to be 5 or like maybe 6, but I'd be pissed at myself if I got to 6. I want to be 5. I want to be so shredded on stage that I fucking flex my back and it just looks like fucking braille. Like you just look at it and it's just there's shit going everywhere. You're like, well, this is art. Like that's what it needs to be. It needs to be fucking art. Like you just look at it and it's anyway. It's insane. It's so difficult to cut and to compete. Like I don't. That's why I'm not really worried when I see people my age that are bigger than me on TikTok. Because there's so many people that are my age and bigger or younger and bigger. But can they hack it and get on stage naturally? I don't know, because it's a whole different thing. I think less than 1% of the population can hack a diet to like 6-7% body fat. Less than that. I think 0.01% of the population can hack a diet like that. Like sitting and it's people. I'm talking people that have money, like they can just buy food, not people that are starving. Like, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, imagine you have the option to just eat, but you don't. And like, I'm talking a full prep and then competing. So in order for people to beat me, they have to first of all have better genetics. Not necessarily, but these are things that go into it. You have to have to compete. Okay, not people to beat me. People to compete. Great genetics, right? You have to have decent genetics. Mentality to be able to cut. Whoa, that shit's nearly impossible, bro. It's possible because people compete all the time, but it takes a lot out of you, especially when you get lean. That stuff that sucks, bro. People make it look so easy on social media. They're like, oh yeah, I did a cut, and blah blah blah. If you're doing it properly and you're not doing it like really quick, and you're doing a slow cut, I'm talking 5 months, 6 months, 30 weeks. Like imagine you're cutting for 30 weeks and you're just constantly in a deficit, bro. Sucks. So genetics to be able to cut, and then you need to put the work in to have the muscle density on stage for it to look good. Then you have to be able to pose, which I can't fucking do because my poses are so bad. If you've seen any of my back poses, I can't pose my back properly, so I'm gonna have to work on that if I want to compete. And then just being able to like go on stage. Like that's, I mean, this one not as much. This one doesn't really matter. You confirm it. By then, it doesn't matter, bro. By then, I think people would pose on stage naked. They do not care. When you're that lean, you know what? When you're that lean, it's not even nude, because there's nothing there, bro. You're done. You're cooked. You're done. It's fucked. Yeah. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, my journey. What the fuck? How did we get to the... Anyway, that's the journey, right? 18 now. I was gonna compete this year. Well, I was thinking about it, to be honest. But there's no comps. Like, I need a comp in like November or something, because I need to be able to prep for like 5 months. Because I have exams. I'm doing A levels, a sixth form, and all that bullshit. So yeah, so maybe we'll compete next year or something. But if I compete next year, imagine cutting when it's like December, bro. I think I'm just gonna fucking fall apart, bro. And then okay, so what? I compete in June, July. Nice, but then I only get to compete once as a teen, because I'm gonna be in the teen category, natural first timer, and I'm in tall. I'm classed as tall as well because I'm like 5'10", so I just get classed into the tall category. So I'm a teen, first timer, natural tall. I wanted to do it twice, because then imagine winning 2 comps, better than winning 1, innit? But it might not be able to happen. I might only be able to compete once, and then I'm chucked into the juniors. Juniors, by the way, is like 20 to 23. That's insane, because 20 to 23, your body's developing so much more, and it's like you have so much more time to do shit. But then and then it's also like, what if I want to go unnatural? Because this is the thing. Let's say I do really well in comps, and the judge is like, yeah, you can do some shit in your life. You can make this a career. If it becomes my career, I'll happily be enhanced. And I'm not talking like, obviously I'd rather just cruise low level. I'm thinking test or something, just cruise. But I'm okay with not. I think I'm perfectly fine. I will take off 10 years of my life to be on the Mr. Olympia stage. I'm alright with that. Well, I die at like 70 instead of 80. It's alright. I don't mind. If it means I get to step foot on the Mr. Olympia stage, yeah, I'm okay with that. I've mentally agreed to myself that I will happily take that deal. If you say you blast gear from 18 to like 28, you step on Mr. Olympia stage, you place top 5. You know what? Top 10. Okay, I don't know about top 10. Maybe. No. Okay, no. Top 5. Top 5? Yeah. Is that going to happen? Fuck no. Even if I go, like, enhanced, odds of me having the right type of reaction and gaining enough mass to be on the Mr. Olympia stage, not going to happen. I'm being realistic. You guys are like, no, don't be down on yourself, Mr. Olympia stage. Brother, these are people like their life is bodybuilding and they have the best genetics in the world. Look at One Punch Naz. Where's his waist? Show it to me because I can't fucking find it. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. We need to see. I'm still a small fuck, if we're being honest. But in natural competitions, I don't think you have to even really be that big. It's more about how your proportions sit, and if you have a decent amount of density, nothing crazy, just a decent amount of density, and you can pose really well. There's a guy, I think Josh Campbell, won natural Mr. Olympia or some shit like that. And you can't say he had crazy size. Like bro, I'm not hating on him. He looks fucking insane. But I'm pretty sure he was on stage at like 60 something. But he is shorter, so maybe I'm chatting rubbish. Might be chatting rubbish. But bro, he destroyed everyone. Rinsed the whole stage. Like, his posing was insane as well, of course, and also he's strong as fuck. But it's just insane. If I could have something similar to Josh, I would. If I could do so, it doesn't even. I'm cool with. I think he won like natural Mr. Olympia or something. What? Anyway, if I could have something similar to him, but then I go enhanced. I think if I won natural Mr. Olympia, I'd probably go enhanced and just see where that goes. You know what would be also really amazing? To be classed as a pro. Imagine you can go, I'm a professional bodybuilder. Isn't that kind of sick? I'm like, people are like, oh, what'd you do? I'm a bodybuilding coach, I'm a bodybuilder, I compete, I blah, 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 you know, that type of shit. Code DaveLiftz on Prozis, by the way. So yeah, that's the journey. That's what's been happening, I guess. Training allows me to, I don't know, I guess it builds discipline. It's something useful that I'm doing with my life. To kind of, like, even if I don't compete, I'm not doing this shit. Okay, health is wealth and whatever the hell. You can use it as a form of therapy, like, I guess, if you fucking need that. I get stressed because I'm a person, turns out. I know it's crazy shit. It's hot. So, you know, like, that helps, I guess. It's nice to be big, or like bigger than what you are before. You know, I mean, I guess can help with confidence. Probably, I'm pretty sure it raises testosterone levels a little bit. Maybe you're healthier. Helps with sleep, considering my sleep is disgustingly bad. I think I had borderline insomnia when I was younger. So that was a period for like probably 8-9 months where I was probably sleeping 3 hours a night, maybe. I don't know. I had this stuff. Okay, maybe not. I'm exaggerating. But I have disturbed sleep, so my sleep is just horrendous. I don't know. The working out helps with that, obviously, but it's still messed up, which is great. I love that. I love when I sleep when I can't be sleeping because I'm not sleeping. You know, it's so great. It's amazing. So you know, but yeah, we'll see where this shit goes. I already coach people now, and it's pretty solid. I mean, there's one guy I coached. He got shredded as fuck. It was sick, bro. He listened to everything I said to the T though, which is really good. Which is you know, you can see him on my Instagram. He's in the highlights, coached by DaveLiftz or something. That was cool. That was great. He listened to literally everything I said. That was a 2-month and like 2-day transformation or something. Insane, brother. Insane. In my opinion, it just looks sick, bro. It was shredded. Looked great. Coached some other people. It's pretty solid. But I'm not really like doing full-time coaching. I'm not like promoting it. If you see my socials, you know I'm not promoting it unbelievably hard right now. But that's because I don't have the time, bro. I'm doing A-levels and it's cooked. I'm so cooked. I don't think you understand the level of cooked. Me, school never worked. Never. I've never been like in school and be like, yo, I enjoyed today. There's not one day I've enjoyed where I've been in school. I'm passionate about this shit. I hate it. There's nothing. I don't know. I've never. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm not sociable. Don't know. That might have something to do with it. It's possible. You never know. Just don't really like people that much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I talk to people all the time. In the gym, I'm a yap, bro. I talk too much. I talk way too much. And, like, I've got friends and whatnot. But people in school, bro, they just... you get me? So, yeah, I've just never enjoyed school, ever. Talking primary, talking high school, talking whatever this is that I'm doing right now, which is actually called hell, actually. Hell incarnate, to be fair. Incarnates. In igloo, bruv. That's what it is. Penguin. What was I thinking? Wah, wah. Yeah, so I don't know. Here's the plan, right? After all this stuff's done and hopefully I get the grades and I don't die, gap year. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm still debating. And then maybe I'm going to have like a website, like my modeling website so I can like freelance myself. Or maybe I'll get with an agency. And then I'll also do the same for like my coaching website. I can sell programs and whatnot, which is cool. But I rather coach people because I can actually help them and like specify everything completely to what they need. And then just pursue bodybuilding full time. The whole point is that I need to somehow monetize what I'm doing, because I put so much time into this stuff to kind of get like this whole social media, whatever I'm doing, the whole Dave Lifts thing, you know. And I need to be able to monetize it if I want to be able to do it as a thing. Like, imagine this is my career. Imagine I'm like, I'm a content creator. That would be great. But currently, Instagram, no money. Like I'm not monetized. I don't know. I don't understand. TikTok, if I make a 1 minute video and like there's qualified views, which means it needs to be watched for a certain amount of time, they pay me. But I think I've got like 50p in the past 3 months, so that, you know, that's great. Love that. I get more from like live gifts, but then like TikTok takes half of that. So let's be real. What am I really getting? And I go live for hours. And then YouTube, I'm not monetized, which is great. Love that. It's sick. So I need to make the money, bro. I need to make the cash. Need to make the bread if I want to be able to do this, really. Also, because bodybuilding is expensive, bro. Coach, bro. Because obviously I'm gonna need a coach when I compete, and I'm gonna need him for like minimum. I'm gonna need him for like 8 months or something, and like each month's gonna be like 250. Someone needs to do maths. 2K. Great, love that, you know. Because I just have 2K to chuck around here and there, you know. What can I say? It's not like I need a car or to pay for tuition fees or to pay for, like, fucking housing fees and whatnot when I go to uni, and to, like, you know, get insurance and to actually learn how to drive, because I don't know how to drive, and to, you know, like, get the driving license, and to you know, like, do stuff with my life. I don't need that. I've been on holiday once in the past 12 years. That's my fault. I don't like holidays. Basically, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do, and there's a lot in the way, and, you know, all that type of stuff. I've just talked to myself in front of my phone for 25 minutes on a Friday afternoon. What are you doing? Hanging out with your friends. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm going to eat my eggs because I haven't hit my protein and I'm not even hungry. And I'm going to go to fucking bed. Hope you're doing what you're doing. Hope you're not doing what someone else is doing. That's crazy stuff, you know? I hope you enjoy the fucking video. Please. You guys wanted a yap sesh. You told me you guys have commented. You're like, yeah, want to hear about you just yapping in the phone and the camera, blah, blah, blah. So if you guys don't enjoy me chatting rubbish, bro, I'm going to cry. I'll probably do it anyway. But like, if you think about it, realistically. So yeah, comment stuff. And I can make more videos like this. I think videos like this, if you guys actually start enjoying these and these do well and they do views and watch time and all that type of stuff, then yeah, I can do more of these, because this is something I can just film in my room and then send to the editor and then post, which is good compared to like if I film for 2 hours in the gym and then he has to edit it. So yeah, if he tells me I filmed it in the wrong font, I will just die, innit? Bicep. Whoa. I did legs today. Don't know why I'm flexing biceps. Just comment what you want me to talk about. What do you want? Like, give me ideas, bro. Give me ideas. So I can just waffle like this. I really hope this video does well. I'm gonna promote the fuck out of this on my Instagram, bro. In a bit.